I'm happy to have each one of you back on this platform after a break of 2 weeks. I invite our postulant, Sashri, to lead us into prayer.
Almighty God, giver of all good things, we thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the good health we enjoy and for every blessing in our life. You have created us beautifully and have filled us with many gifts and talents. We thank you. You give us opportunities and challenges to live life in a creative manner at every moment of our lives. This art of session is an opportunity for us to learn more about ourselves, our thinking, feeling, and attitudes. Help us, O God, to listen to your voice, coming through positive thoughts and avoid negative ones. We want to be better persons with much positivity in our life. Bless each and every one of us.
Thank you to Sachri, our postulant, for helping us to begin this program, Invoking God. I now invite Sister Dina D'Souza to welcome all of you to this program and then to introduce the resource person, Sister Sushma, to all of you.
A very good evening to each one of you, and welcome to the basic integrated course of 5 skills. I am Sister Dina from the Daughters of St. Paul, and I live in the community of Vasai. Today we will be discussing building positivity in life. Building positivity in life is not a one-day process. It requires a lot of effort and hard work. Positivity means you see the best in other people, even if you have to really search for it, even with pain and sorrow. Being positive means that you can always find the good and you are able to focus your energy on that. However, staying positive in life and at work is easier said than done. It is a conscious decision that you have to make on a daily basis. Positivity is about believing in the power of support and confidence and having faith that things will get always better. No matter whether you are learning to be positive or trying to stay positive, these tips for adding optimism to your daily life will help you look on the bright side, even if you aren't sure. Today, I am privileged to introduce to you the resource person of the day, Sister Sushma Kundu. Sister Sushma belongs to the congregation of the Daughters of St. Paul. She has done her graduation from SNDT Women's University, Mumbai. Philosophy from St. Peter's Pontifical Institute of Philosophy and Theology, Bangalore. PTH from Jnanadeepa Vidyapreet, Pune. And MASc from Christ College, Bangalore. Presently, she is guiding the pre-novices in their formative journey at Bandra, Mumbai. Sister Sushma has been an inspiration to many young people through her loving, caring, and soft-spoken nature. And I am sure she is the right person to speak on the topic, building positivity in life. I assure you that her knowledge and her experience will indeed inspire you all. Let's welcome Sister Sushma. Over to you, sister. We are all eager to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Dina, for wonderfully welcoming each and every member of this platform and also introducing Sister Sushma to all of us.
I'm very glad to see you all online for the basic integrated course of 5 skills. I appreciate your interest and participation for this course. I'm thankful to your parents who have made this course possible for you. Building positivity in life. So what is positivity? Friends, can you tell me what is positivity in life? What do you understand?
You have to talk positive in life.
Talk positive in life.
Improving yourself and others.
Okay, good. Yes. Yeah, very good. So positivity, the fact that positive, no? So positivity is quality or state of being positive. Something that is positive, something that is good, something that we appreciate, something that feels good about ourselves, about others, about situation. Okay. So when we are talking about positivity, the term comes to our mind, positive. So last year, we have gone through very difficult times fighting the coronavirus pandemic. I'm sure all of us in our families have gone through a very difficult times, facing financial problems, health problems, etc. And the moment we heard that someone is tested positive, it would frighten us. Yeah, but when test has been done and the person is tested negative, when we hear, we are at ease. Yeah, so in medical language, positive is not a good sign, which means the person has the sickness. Today we are discussing not of medical term positive, but to be positive in our thinking, in our feeling, in our attitude, and in our doing. Okay, all of us human beings are basically good, and all of us have the positive aspects in our life, like thinking good about others, being kind-hearted, being polite, being disciplined, encouraging and appreciating others, not being jealous and destroying others, not being angry and furious all the time. So these are some of the positive aspects that we all of us have. And when we have positivity in our life, there are positive emotions, like we feel good about ourselves, about others. We love others. We are loved by others. We are grateful to people around us. We are grateful to God. We have hope. We also have the quality of forgiveness and joy. So how these positive aspects gets lost in our life? Although we have positivity in our life, somehow when we go through the life situation every day, sometimes it is stressful, sometimes we are very angry, we are hateful, we are filled with guilt, we feel sad, being disgusted, fear of not performing well in studies, study stress, peer stress, choosy about what parents give us and not happy with it, lazy to do hard work, disliking teachers, disliking subjects, disliking parents because they keep correcting you. You can't do things as you like and you feel controlled. And in this way, everyday struggles of life, we lose our positivity. We become less positive. And in this process, the positivity that we have, it gets lost. So let's see, why do we at all want to be positive persons? Why do we want to make our life beautiful? Why do you think we want to be positive persons? We already have good aspects in our life, and still we desire to be more positive. Why do you think? Anyone can say.
Because we're not happy with certain things. We don't want them to be like that. We want them the way we see it, or we want everything our way. So
Very good, very good. Yeah. We see things, everything our own way, and we don't want something which is more with values. Yeah. So there are reasons why all of us want to be positive. Anyone else? Okay, let's proceed. So why we want to be positive, we want to have positive attitudes in our life? Definitely, all of us want to be happy. All of us want to be happy in our life. We want certain amount of forgiveness. We want this quality of forgiveness in our life. We want to be loving persons. We also want to be loved by others. We want to be good and so being loved by others. We also want to have self-confidence about ourselves, about life, and to do things. We also want to be more focused. So in whatever we are doing, we want to be focused and achieve in an excellent way. You see, another reason is that to build up stronger immune system. So if we have stronger immune system, we become lively, we become energetic and healthy. And ultimately, we want our life to be meaningful. We want our life to be a fulfilling one. So when we become more positive in life, our life becomes happy, peaceful, meaningful, and confident. We become successful in our work, studies, and personality. We become courageous. We don't often become angry. We are able to handle our stress better, and our life becomes a beautiful one. I believe all of you want your life to be beautiful and filled with positivity. You are already, but you can be little more positive in your life. We all of us, human beings, have certain needs. I'm sure some of you have studied already in psychology. We all have the needs. So we have physiological needs, psychological needs, and self-fulfillment needs. So physiological needs, we need air, we need water, food, shelter, rest, clothing. We have also need of safety needs. All of us want to be safe and secure in our homes. Personal security, security of job, security of good health, resources, properties. We also have need for love and belongingness. All of us want, sorry, all of us want to belong to a family. All of us want to have friends, the need for friendship and relationship. We also have need of esteem needs, that is self-esteem. We need self-respect, confidence, to have strength, achievements, and freedom. And finally, the need for self-actualization, which means self-fulfillment. Where you realize your abilities, your creativity, your talents, and are able to put into practice. So let's see from where this positivity comes. We all do our daily work, our studies, gardening, sports, playing, running, all that. Those are our physical actions. But our attitude, our positivity in life, these are all inner actions. So it all starts with our mind. And mind is the important part of human self, where all good thoughts, bad thoughts, small, big thoughts, all contained in our mind. And you know, study says that our mind produces about 45,000 thousands of thoughts a day. Have you ever counted? You can try sometime. So our thoughts come from the mind. Our mind is the fastest vehicle that can reach thousands of miles within a second. Thoughts of different kind pop in and out in our mind. Thoughts come automatically, actually. We don't have to intend, we don't struggle, or we don't make much effort to think something. They come automatically. Thoughts are the ways in which we are conscious of things. We have memories, perceptions, and beliefs. A thought triggers, so this is what biology says. A thought triggers an electrochemical reaction to your body, which produces emotion. Emotion results in an attitude, and attitude produces character, produces behavior. And we saw that all the thoughts come from our mind. And there is something more where it originates. Let's see. So we all have some core beliefs, some beliefs about ourselves. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be positive, it can be negative. So core beliefs are the source of our thought. They are positive or negative. So positive, like your attitude towards life. Life is good. You believe this. I am good. I am loved. I am good at a lot of things. I am confident. And there can be also our core beliefs of negative type. They are, I am not good enough. I am unlovable. I am useless. I am a failure. All this. So you see, we all have these positive and negative core beliefs, which makes us think in that line. So you see, if we have a more of positive ones, our life would be much more beautiful. So our mind is filled with lot of thoughts, and you see how our thoughts are connected. This affects our way of the way we think and the way we feel. There are two types of thoughts present in our mind. You already know positive and negative. If we have positive thought, the result is positive behavior. And if we have negative thought, then the result is negative behavior. So it matters a lot what kind of thoughts you have in your mind. The thoughts affects our emotions, our moods, our attitudes, our health, and everything. For example, as you woke up this morning, you remembered the scolding of your teacher yesterday, and you didn't want to go to school at all. When you are negatively thinking of it, you are irritated, you dislike the teacher and not in mood, and you spoil your whole day. Instead, when you have positive thought, you tell yourself, I am good, I am happy today, day is going to be an interesting one, I'm going to be attentive in the class, my parents love me so much, I will do my best in my studies and in everything. So usually, positive thoughts doesn't come so easily, but negative ones come very quickly. Have you all noticed?
Yes, sister.
Yes, the negative
Yes,
ones.
sister.
Yes, very good, very good. So negative ones are prone to come very quickly than the positive ones. In fact, more than the positive thought, we take in the negative thoughts quickly. Like our thoughts and attitude can be, what a boring day, what a boring subject. I'm not happy with this or that. I don't like this food. I don't like science subject. I don't like maths. I don't like language, etc. So we can go on grumbling. Okay, so let's see how it is affecting our thoughts, our emotions, moods, and our attitudes, health, and everything. Okay, just for a moment, let's keep silence. Just be silent and check what is going on within you. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? You can close your eyes for a few seconds. Okay, so I'm sure you have noticed a lot of things that is happening within you. There may be, you are listening to me at the same time, there may be some other thoughts coming in and going out. There may be also certain feelings that you have. And according to Archibald Hart, he says our thoughts influence our character. It can also shape our attitudes. It determines our behaviors. It affects our way of relating to God. And it influences our immune system. So it is affecting our character, which means you build up your character by practicing it, by repeatedly doing it, like showing kindness towards others. Gradually, it becomes part of you. It shapes our attitudes. You don't become judgmental towards others, but you have always positive attitudes towards yourself and towards others. It determines our behaviors. Habitually, when we do good actions, this turns out to be good behaviors. It affects our way of relating to God. So can you all tell me, when do you all pray?
Evening
Night,
and
sister.
morning.
Evening and morning.
Night, sister.
Morning, evening, and
Night.
Morning, evening, and
Evening and night.
very good, very good. I'm sure all of you are doing that. Yes, morning, evening, night. So I'm sure all of you pray to God when you wake up, thanking God before the class starts and so on. We not only ask help from God, but we also thank God for all the blessings we receive every moment. It is said that grateful people are happy people, which means we ask help from God. We also need to be more thankful to God for what we have received. We need to be grateful to God, to others, to ourselves as well. You see, it influences our immune system. When you are angry, hateful, sad, frightened, your brain releases some chemicals and that causes physical reactions. You may feel your muscle tensed, heartbeat faster, your hands sweat, etc. You get headache, stomachache, you feel nervous, etc. This will have negative effect on your health. So you see, what we think, it affects us. So we are what we think. It's not that when we think of a lion, we become a lion. No. Or when we think of an elephant, we become elephant. No, not this way. It is you who can control your thought. If you are thinking something positive, your attitude, your behavior becomes good and positive. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. There was a huge tree in a garden full of green leaves and flowers on it. Lot of birds used to come and enjoy on the branch of the tree. And there was a lot of butterflies also used to come and enjoy. And there was a cocoon. And one fine day, butterfly called Dolly comes out from the cocoon. And Dolly was very special. She had gray wings, but other butterflies had very colorful wings. Dolly comes out from the cocoon and is sitting there on the branch of the tree. Another butterfly, Kiki, comes to her and she asks her, Dolly, come, let's fly and have fun. But Dolly says, how can I fly? I don't have colorful wings like you all. Kiki says, doesn't matter, you try. Dolly tries to fly, but she falls back. Falls back. Then Kiki is telling, try again, Dolly. You can. You have wings. You can fly. So Dolly tries again, but in spite of trying number of times, Dolly falls again and again. Kiki thinks of an idea to help Dolly. She says, Dolly, you know, our wings get colorful only the next day of our coming out from the cocoon. So Dolly is very happy. Okay, so next day, my wings will be all colorful ones. So Dolly waits for the next day. She is very anxious and waiting. Then the next morning, when Dolly wakes up, she sees her wings all colorful. And Kiki comes and asks Dolly, come, let's fly and have fun. They both go around flying and enjoying. And Dolly is flying happily. Kiki takes her all around the garden and they go around the fountain. They fly around, enjoy and have fun. And both come and sit on the tree after some time. Suddenly, Dolly notices that her color is back to same, gray wings. It is no more colorful one. So it was the idea of Kiki to help Dolly. She had painted the wings of Dolly's wings. So you see, what was the problem of Dolly actually? What was the problem?
You can unmute and speak.
She had a belief that
She didn't have colorful wings.
One by one. Put your hand up. I will allow you to speak. Put your raise hand. Okay, Krizan, speak. Put an emoji, raise hand. I will allow you to speak. Krizan, speak.
Dolly had a belief that only if she had colorful wings, she could fly. And when Kiki painted her wings, she believed that now she could finally fly. So with that in mind, she actually...
Very good. Very good. Yeah, Dolly
Anyone
had
else?
the belief that she can't fly. Anyone else?
Catherine, say.
Sister Dolly had a negative thought about herself, so
Very
she was not able to fly the first day.
Very good, Catherine. Yes, Dolly had negative thought about herself and was not able to fly. Very good. Dolly was born with gray color wings. She thought that unless she had colorful wings, she will not be able to fly like others. So when we think something positive things happen in our life. So think of yourself. Think yourself healthy. Think yourself successful. Think yourself out of worry and anxiety. Think yourself out of bitterness and resentment. Think yourself into forgiveness. Think yourself into control your emotions. Think yourself out of stress. Think yourself happy. Let's see now how we can build positivity in our life. So there are a few points that I'm going to give. Taking control of your mind. Doing self-talk. Accept yourself as you are. Identify the negative or destructive thoughts. Use your imaginative power positively. Listen to God's desire for your mind. So first one, taking control of your mind. It is you who can control your thought and no one else. And it is possible to do because you are the master of your life. Then do self-talk. Do self-talk. We love talking too much to others, right? Even class time. But you need to talk to yourself. When you have positive attitude towards yourself, positive belief about yourself, you will talk positively about yourself. But when you have negative attitudes towards yourself, you will talk negatively about yourself and also about others. Third one is accept yourself as you are. God has created you the best and beautiful. Whether you are fat or thin, fair or dark, tall or short, you are very intelligent or not so intelligent, but you are the best God has created you. And we don't compare ourselves with others. You see, much of the time we focus more on the material things to be happy. But that doesn't really give us lasting happiness. What makes you happy and joyful are your inner qualities and values. And what should make you happy is that I need to be happy with what I am. I need to be happy with what I am. Being able to adjust to situations, being able to love and be loved. So next one is identify your negative or destructive thoughts. I am sure all of you go through this kind of situations that there are lots of negative thoughts coming into your mind. You know, by yourself, you can do this exercise. When you are feeling too much negative about yourself, negative thoughts coming to your mind, take a paper and list all the negative thoughts that are coming to your mind. And then after some time, you read through it. Try what way you can change these negative thoughts into positive ones. Okay, next, use your imaginative power positively. With your imagination, you can be very creative. I'm sure all of you have heard of many famous artists, architects, and poets. So many artists have done beautiful paintings, even the things which didn't exist before. And scientists have invented so many things that have never existed. So you can create new things in your mind and bring it to reality. Especially if you want to change your negative thought into positive, it is not that impossible. It is possible, you can do it. Next, listen to God's desire for your mind. Have you ever thought what God desires of you, what God wants of you? Definitely, God is all good and God desires your mind with good thought. God desires good behavior of you, not jealous, forgiving, loving others, being happy, being cheerful, etc. So these 6 points, if you can remember and at least can try doing it. So these 6 points, let's see once again. First one is, what is it? First one, taking control of your mind. Second, do self-talk. Third, accept yourself as you are. Four, identify the negative or destructive thoughts. Use your imaginative power positively. Then sixth one is listen to God's desire for your mind. Now we have found the ways to build positivity in our life. I'm sure many of you love sports. You will know how much you have to practice when you are going to play basketball in the team. You need a lot of practice. Maybe to win the prize, you will practice a lot. Same thing when you are closer to your exam, especially mathematics, you will practice and practice to solve the problems. So same way, even to build up positivity, we need to practice repeatedly. Only then change can happen in our life. Repeated practice removes negativity and will bring change in your thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. Positive thoughts and attitudes will help you build positivity in your life. You will see that life is more beautiful when you are aware of who you are, when you are able to bring balance in your thinking and in your attitudes. So it is so true that we are what we think. So if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you are lost. For out of the world we find success begins with one's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster one, but soon or late, the one who wins is the one who thinks he or she can, by Walter D. Wintle. So, dear friends, with this, we end our session. Before that, let me ask you a question. Can you all please share what would you like to take from today's session? All of you can share aloud.
What I want to take from this session is that I want to see life in a beautiful way, and I want to, feel happy about the things I do, and not complain about what I get in life.
Very good. Very good.
Sister, can I
Yes.
say, sister?
Yes, please, please.
Sister, I want to in the poem you said, sister, like that we should think positive always. Not when we think to win, also we should not be discouraged. We should look forward to achieve the goal.
Right. Very good, Catherine.
Okay,
Yes.
next. Everyone has to say, huh? Come.
Can I say?
Yes, Daniel.
I like to take practice makes perfect because I like playing basketball, and for me, practice makes perfect is actually the perfect thing to take.
Very
back.
good, Daniel. Yes, very good, Daniel.
Annalise? Annalise, I'm asking you to speak. Please speak.
No.
Okay. Okay. After Annalise, Grizel. Yes, Annalise.
I like the way the thing you told about to take one paper and write all the bad points.
Negative thoughts. Yes, yes. Okay, very good.
Grizel.
Yeah, so from today's session, I have learned that, by building more positivity in my life and by never thinking negative.
Very good, very good. Thank you.
Samara.
I like the part where she was saying,
Rizan. Yes.
I like the part where she was saying that the only way you can change the way you think of yourself is how you think of yourself and how others also see you that way. If you think
Very good, Krizan. Thank you.
So I like the way you mentioned that it's all about perspective, that we wanting more, like we may not be satisfied by a certain thing. We may be good, but we may like ourselves to be more kind, more positive.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Sister, without positive thinking, our life is not very good.
Right, right.
We will living sad. Without positive thinking, we are nothing.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Very good.
I'm sure all of you have gone through this book, A Better Way to Think.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful. Although you have gone through these books, if you want books related to this subject, you can always approach Sister Joanna and she will help you out to find books related to this topic. You can contact her. Thank you all. God bless you all once again.
Thank you, Sister Sushma. Thank you, Sister Sushma, for leading us into 45 minutes of positivity, I would say. We have been waiting for this particular topic since a long time, because it's not only for youngsters, it's for everyone. And as you know, among these, along with the students, very often the parents are also sitting at the side just to check what the resource persons are saying, and also learning, of course. And this topic, as I was also listening to you, what you have helped all of us is to begin to make an effort to think positively. All of us, wherever we are in our families, now I do not know whether school has started in some places, but even in our classrooms, in our families, in our communities, in the neighborhood, or maybe in the building where we stay, there are always chances of people putting us down. It's very, very common. And actually, all of us, as you have pointed out and you have reminded us, we are created beautiful, we are created by God, and we forget that because of what somebody else says. And you have told us to do a lot of self-talk. It was a very nice way of saying that we like to keep talking to others constantly, sometimes jabbering, but we do not take time to talk to ourselves. And that is what you are reminding us to do. And I'm sure if we talk to ourselves positively, it will help us to overcome all these things what others say about us, or sometimes others don't say about us, but we think they are saying about us. Sometimes it is like that because of our own low self-esteem. So thank you very much, Sister Sushma. Your session has helped us to take a new chapter and write a new chapter in our life where there is more positive and a minimal amount of negativity. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Sister
Please
Joanna.
stay with us, Sister Sushma, for the rest of the.
Yes.
And once again, I want to thank each one of you for being part of this program right from October 2nd. Do you remember that we are here together for more than a month? No? Yes or no? I want all of you to unmute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I thank you for being with us in all these days, more than 30 days. and it's which means you are able to persevere in a particular way of studying, concentrating, which is difficult otherwise. So which being with us for these from October 2nd right up till 19th of, or I would say 20th of November, is indeed a good sign that all of you are focusing, you are concentrating, etc. And I want to wish all of you the best. And even as I wish all of you the best, I want to thank Sister Sushma for today's program, and all the resource persons who were with us in the past 5 skills, including Dr. Rohini, who is not here, is not present here. Of course, all the other speakers cannot be there except for Sister Rekha. Sister Rekha is present because she's also on our team of technicalities. Sister Rekha, are you? Can you just put on your camera? Yeah, she's here. So I just spotlight her. Yeah, Sister Rekha has also spoken to you. Do you remember her class or no? Are you putting into
Yes,
practice?
sister. Yes.
Are you putting into practice all that she said?
Yes, sister.
Okay, so Sister Rekha, Dr. Rohini, Father Raj, then also Sister Michelle, and now Sister Sushma and Rekha, of course. So all these speakers have given you something to take back, and I want to thank them in front of you. And also, I'd like to thank all the others who have helped us in this program from day one. Okay, we also have Sister Janet, who is at the moment not on this gallery, but she's behind the screen working, and all the others in some way or the other have given. And I want to thank Sister Sushma for, and Sister Clara for arranging the aspirants and the postulants who did the prayers. You remember, no? The aspirants and the postulants who were coming and praying in the beginning, yes or no? No? Yeah. So you can also be an aspirant and a postulant if you like. Okay, the girls, I mean, and the boys, you can also join the priesthood if you like. And we are religious, of course. Some of you here would not know since you do not belong to the church, but even that, it's nice to know, because your schools I have priests, no? Aradhya and Unnati, your schools have Father Nobby, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sister.
Yes. So
Yes,
you know
sister.
about the priests and how they serve. And same way, the sisters are the ones like priests who also give service, all for God. So thank you once again. And I want to thank Sister Arul, Sister Mary Joseph. They are our animators in India and here in Bandra, who have supported this program. And they have been watching this program, even though you cannot see them as, either on their mobiles or all together. The sisters across India who also now and then are coming for this program. You can see them without the camera sometimes. And I feel sad to leave all of you during at this last program, at this last skill. And I hope next year we will be able to organize something more for you. Goodbye and see you again.